So what happened to the Dubai fountain in Business Bay next to the Burj Khalifa? So as you may know, the Dubai fountain as of now in May of 2025 is not working anymore, and it's not because it's broken, but it is being renewed. And I think that's very disappointing for a lot of people, because as you can see, it attracts a big crowd, and I must say it is pretty spectacular. It's pretty fun to see it every day if you pass by, and a lot of people like to take the pictures. And unfortunately it's gone, and it's not only gone, it's also this whole area is a bit blocked by workers, and there's like a screen put up for people to work, so it also blocks the view of the Burj Khalifa you can see from here. So this is all changed, so not too good for people who were hoping to get this for, yeah, let's say their vacation and get a nice little picture of the fountains and of the Burj Khalifa, because actually also the Burj Khalifa doesn't really have the nice view as we had before. But luckily the fountain will reappear at the end of the year, hopefully a bit earlier than what I've read. End of the year seems a bit late, but maybe, who knows, it's gonna be bigger and better, and I can trust in that. But as you can see, Business Bay and Dubai Mall and the whole area here is very busy, especially when the fountains come up. And because of it, they do have a lot of nice shops, and it is quite a fun area. It's quite open. It's a unique kind of feel. It's like a big square within the middle of the water, so it's a very nice experience. And in general, if people ask me how UAE or Dubai especially is like, I always ask, are you or did you ever go to Tomorrowland in Belgium? It's or actually all over the world now. So it's a big famous global EDM festival. And one feeling I always had with Tomorrowland, it's so nice because you have a mix of all types of people from all over the world. It's like a mini world that you create in this festival. Obviously there's also EDM music, which is very nice if you're a fan, but I feel like Dubai is very similar, where you have all these nationalities coming together in peace, which is not something you always see. And this is something you can say about a lot of these Middle Eastern countries. Safety is probably one of the main factors you can see. If people are working, and if they are happy, and if they have the means to at least build their life, because we need to be fair, the equality in amount of wages some people have. Some people will be working for $1,000 a month, if as much, and then you have people who earn 10 times, 20 times as much, which is, you can argue if it's fair or not, but at least there's hopefully some kind of growth pattern for a lot of these people to grow in it and earn a fair amount of money, or even more money than they would in any other country. And I think having safety and having a good financial system, having a good social system in place, and obviously the social part here is the fact that you are working, and in most cases you will be covered by some kind of insurance by your company. And as you can see here, I get fooled a bit by the Turkish ice cream. I still to this day believe that Turkish ice cream is actually pretty nice, because it has some kind of glue or some kind of sticky aspect to it, which I actually like a lot. So I had to take my Turkish ice cream. Beside that, I think the Dubai Mall inside is actually pretty nice. I got to feel like a bit more love for it than I would expect actually in the beginning. Why? Because I never really went to malls in my home country, because I don't really am a mall guy. But Dubai Mall is something special for that reason I just gave, is that you do see a lot of people, you can people watch, and obviously that's very nice. And also seeing all of these amazing shops and all the opportunities to buy stuff. One funny thing as a tourist, if you would come here, it's very interesting. So we do like to go to our European shops like Zara, or let's say Mango, or any shop really like Bershka, especially the low cost shops. They actually have the European euro price tag still on them, and in most cases there will be around 20% price difference for exactly the same good. So the upsell is pretty crazy sometimes. We were recently looking at some Birkenstock shoes, like let's say some loafers for men, and these shoes cost around 160 euros in Europe, which is still quite a hefty price for a pair of shoes. But here in Dubai, the same exact shoes they were selling for 220 euros. So that's, let's say, 60 euros more for the exact same pair. So there's no specific reason beside the fact that it's purely an upsell, because people do earn more. But Dubai Mall is a very bad example of /tourist prices. Some places like Chinatown actually have the opposite, I feel. They have very competitive prices for the food, and it is actually a very nice area to come, especially this little hall. So definitely recommend going to Chinatown. Very good price for around 10 euro or even below. Sometimes you can even get a pretty good decent meal for around 8 to 9 euros, which is in these days pretty unique, especially in the Dubai Mall. So take that into account. You will find some good deals. There's also like a food market in this Dubai Mall, which has a lot of different foods. You also have an ice rink here, which I never actually went on, but it's pretty fun to see and to see people play some kind of sports there. But there's so many little shops. One of my other favorite is, because it's also partially healthy, is the Yogurt Land. Ice cream is my favorite. They have different tastes, and you can also put some additional toppings on top. And also the variety of shops. You have the very high-end shops, and if you look around, you find some museum. You have also a very nice cinema theater to watch some movies. That's where we go watch our movies. And with a lot of banks actually, where you can have a credit card, you will have also the option to have a 1+1 movie ticket every month, so you can go to the movie every time for one person for free, which is actually very nice. One big thing we do miss here in the movie theaters, which is kind of weird, and I still do to this day, I don't really know how that's possible, but you don't have the popcorn we have in Europe, at least the normal sugar. Here for some reason it's always caramel, which has a way more specific taste, which I personally don't like. And then you also have, which is pretty nice actually, the salty popcorns with like pizza taste or barbecue taste, which actually in Europe is not that popular, but actually if you're craving salty, it's actually a good option, although probably the amount of salt on those are not really that good for you. But one area which I would definitely recommend too is the aquarium, right? So you have a giant aquarium in the middle of the Dubai Mall, which is free to watch from the outside. You can also go inside and you have to pay for it, but that's a very nice experience. So definitely recommend going there if you want to see some fish, and especially there are, well, let's say pretty decent big fish, all types of fish, sharks and stuff. So it's very nice. It's very easy to get around the Dubai Mall. So overall, very nice experience. But take into account the Dubai Mall, the Burj Khalifa, and especially the fountain in 2025, as of now, will not be operational for a while. So unfortunately, that's a big disappointment. But let's say maybe they will make it better. I'm very curious. I would love to see some maybe fireworks or some drone shows. Would be amazing too, because those drones get safer and safer every year. So that would be nice to see something like that. Maybe in combination with the fountains. But I assume the fountain is very easy to operate, and it's, let's say, from an operational risk, probably a bit less than, for example, including drones. But who knows, maybe some fire, not fireworks, but some fire, that would be nice. So yeah, overall, this was my video. I hope you really like this video, and I have plenty of Dubai videos on my account and any other travel videos, because I have some job I do here in Dubai temporarily, so I'm living the Dubai life for a bit, and I really enjoy it here. And obviously have a look at the Dubai Mall, even though the fountain is not open. So I hope you like the video. Like the video for sure, subscribe, always good, and put in a comment your experience with Dubai Mall if you have some. See you in the next one. Bye bye.